Nick, what's the name of this book again?
Meandering story of two children that, don't do anything for 27 chapters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where's all the blood?
Where's the monster blood?
This book promises blood and blood everywhere, Nick.
They said it was going to be a blood drive, so just like,
Yeah.
a car made of blood.
Even then, that's a lot of blood, and there's not that much blood in here.
No.
I'm hesitant to say it, but I don't even believe monster blood is the blood of a monster.
I think it's just a dumb toy.
Yeah, I think so. There's very little monster blood in this book. As of at this point.
Well, yeah.
They finally go to check out the monster blood, so here we go. They're surprised to see that it has expanded out of its can. It's no longer cold.
That's what happens when you leave it in the sun.
Yeah. It warms up and expands. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Like mercury.
And it's become very sticky, like mercury.
Yeah, no, that's very...
Don't
monster blood just mercury painted green?
just this.
They're all gonna die.
Yeah, this toy shop owner is just painting everything, just taking a bunch of mercury and making
this monster
toys
blood?
out of it.
Yeah, that's Quicksilver. Nice and bouncy, too.
Does the trick. That's why you don't see any other kids in this town.
They all died of mercury poisoning.
Yeah, except for those Bamer twins.
No, they just got the side effects.
Red faces. Is that a side effect
Yep.
of mercury?
Okay, so we're settled. This is the thing. Monster blood is just mercury painted green.
Yes, it is. As they are discussing it, they notice the cat, Sarah Beth, watching them from the doorway. And throughout this book, she's mentioned a lot. And
I wonder if she'll be important later.
yeah, I wonder. And at the very beginning, now I'm remembering, Aunt Catherine went to great lengths to describe this cat as evil, pure evil,
Yeah.
evil, evil, evil. But she didn't seem too serious about it.
No, it's like how an old woman will describe an active cat, oh, it's up to no good.
Except this cat was evil. She didn't even want help.
Real evil.
It's weird. It's weird. The aunt and the cat's relationship is strange. But we'll get through it.
Yeah.
The two of them start daring each other to do things with the monster blood. And then they start throwing it at each other. And they have a messy, hilarious monster blood battle until supper.
No, monster bloodbath. Come on.
Well, they didn't. They took a bath together?
No, you said blood battle, and they're throwing blood everywhere. It's bloodbath.
Yes, but it was specifically described in the book as a hilarious monster blood battle.
I guess I'm a better writer than R.L. Stine.
That's blasphemy.
It is, I'm sorry.
Blasphemy. They hear Trigger barking and are shocked to see that he is nearly doubled in size. Nearly. Close to it.
Yeah.
Trigger
They don't
escapes.
have the exact measurements, but, it's in the ballpark.
Yeah, he's not... That was the couple of chapters they had to cut out where they weigh him and they check their files.
Well, they do bring him to the vet.
They do. Hold on, yes, the dream. You want to talk about the dream?
Yeah, I want to talk
Trigger escapes into the night and chases the Bamer twins before letting out a loud howl and then transmutating into some horrific monster.
See, now, that's where I thought this whole book was going to go.
It's picking up.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that.
No.
It was a dream. He realizes that it was all just a dream, and it's like, oh man, good news, because I love that dog. Mm-hmm. But now he realizes he's in his bed, but he is grown. He has giant hands, giant feet. He's doubled in size himself. He lets out a scream. But wait, double dream.
Inception.
Damn, dreams upon dreams, he says to himself. Is this
ponderous little fuck?
Is this too obvious a metaphor for puberty? Is this what this book is about?
Oh God.
Now he's awake for real. Notices the monster blood is still growing, bubbling out over the coffee can they had moved it to, but goes to sleep. That's tomorrow Evan's problem. The next day, Evan and Andy take Trigger to the $8 vet down the street.
Right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, because I was like, what are they paying him for? Like, what are they paying him with? Like,
exactly. I knew it was like, okay, Evan still got the $8. I'm doing this mental math in my head, and I'm feeling really proud about it.
Yeah.
But you get what you pay for, right? Because Dr. Forrest, it chalks Trigger's doubling in size up to a late growth spurt.
The dog's 20, but,
Yeah.
you know.
The dog is 80, 83 in human years, was that it?
Yeah, older than Aunt Catherine.
Yeah, he recommends some dog food to him. It's like, take this dog food, maybe it'll help.
Maybe he's just got to shit it out.
What kind of doctor is this?
Well, now, see, that there's a dog.
Yeah. How much?
That'll be $4, please. Oh, you want me to examine him? Well, that'll be $6.
Oh, you want lab tests done on him,
Oh, lab tests there sure do sound kosher.
Hormone tests and blood and glandular samples. Yeah, that'll be another 50 cents.
Glandular, that's... Oh, I couldn't do that for more than 75. Less than 75. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Let's send this out to the lab for results.
The lab is upstairs. It's just me with a microscope and
We're conflicting here because one of them we're saying this stuff should cost a lot. Now we're saying he does it on the cheap. Like back and forth.
It's both. It's a bizarre vet that'll do everything for, you know...
This vet does it all. People know.
Birthday parties.
People in the know.
Wedding receptions.
This is in the back of like the yellow pages. Need something done on the cheap? Dr. Forrest does it all.
Hello.
Blood tests. Glandular samples.
Give me your blood.
I'll
switch it around and test it right in front of you.
Need some fast and cheap lab results?
Yeah, tastes like copper. You're good.
Dr. Forrest knows what's up.
Dr. Forrest, hello. I've got the skinny.
Not a doctor. Andy's got to run. She's late for a piano lesson.
What does she say exactly?
My mom's going to kill me if I'm late.
So does that mean that piano lessons can be murder?
They can lead to child murder, yes.
Two in a row now.
He's definitely suggesting that.
They've always got to run for piano lessons.
Yeah.
And someone's always going to be killed.
Yeah. You know, her mother may not kill her. She may just maim her. Perhaps. Teach her a lesson. On the way home, Evan decides that an ice cream pop will do the trick to cheer him up. And he goes into the grocery store. I don't know, Nick, what I find more ridiculous here. The fact that he thinks tying up a double-sized Cocker Spaniel outside is a fine idea, or that he still has enough money for ice cream after taking him to the vet.
He bought the monster blood, he took the dog to the vet, and he still got money for an ice cream?
I miss the 90s.
The 90s sound wonderful.
I could be a king.
Oh.
I got like $200 saved up.
I could buy me 4 Nintendo games.
I've taken a cat to the vet
Donkey
before.
Donkey Kong 2.
Whatever. This is where my suspension of disbelief just has to. It couldn't go past it.
Yeah. But the infinitely growing dog, that's kosher.
Yeah.
Okay.
So outside, Evan walks up. He sees the Bamer twins. They're trying to steal Trigger. He confronts them finally, but one of these Bamer twins punches the ice cream bar out of his hands. Like I was.
That's a waste of 50 cents.
Waste of a punch too.
Yeah.
You got a chocolatey mess on your fist now.
Yeah, but now he can just be like...
yeah, I guess. That's one option. This causes Trigger, though, to attack Rick, I believe.
Just like the dream?
Kind of, similar to the dream. And then he chases the two twins away. So yeah, like the dream. And Evan's like, are my dreams coming to true life? Is this real life? Evan wonders. To true life.
So then he sits there and he takes a top out of his pocket and he spins it.
Yeah. Basically, because we don't see what happens.
Yep.
It jumps to the next page, next chapter. And it just jumps to Evan and Andy on the phone together. This last chapter ended on a real cliffhanger. I want to know, is this dog going to be put down? Is the doctor that just...
Where is the dog?
Where is the dog? Yes, first of all. But he did attack somebody.
So there's just a dog on the loose?
Yeah, double the size of a regular dog of that breed on the loose, jumping on bullies. And that's not interesting. Let's go to another page. Let's see what Andy and Evan are talking about.
What are they talking about, Matthew?
Well, they're talking about what had happened and how he found the dog.
So then they go into detail about what we just saw.
Yeah.
Right.
So he found the dog, but no bullies. They were gone. He goes over to Andy's now with a bucket filled of monster blood. It's grown to bucket size.
Bucket size!
They want to figure out bucket size monster blood.
Bucket size monster blood.
They go
Get
over...
yours today.
They want to figure out what to do with it. What do we do with it? Best option, sell it to other kids. Sell this
yeah.
stuff. Man, you paid $2 for it.
You have enough money, you can just go to the vet whenever you want.
Yeah, take everyone to the vet.
Humans.
Why not?
Sure, I'll take out that appendix.
Remember, Dr. Forrest does it all.
Birthday parties, bar mitzvahs. I don't discriminate.
Evan here, he's pretty responsible about all this, not wanting to just toss it out, because maybe they'll have to hold on to some of it for the doctors to cure Trigger, if it comes to that. Andy agrees to take some of it to lighten Evan's load, and she grabs a coffee can to pour it into, but the blood pulls the can away, and it's got a life of its own.
It's got a life of its own, and this doesn't tip them off yet.
No, they wrestle the can out and pour the monster blood in.
Must be their imagination.
Must be. Even the dog rapidly growing. Probably. And I don't understand how they're not constantly watching that dog, because they know the monster blood is growing, and they know that something's up with Trigger.
It takes them a while to put 2 and 2 together to make 5.
And they haven't done it yet.
No.
Because
we are how far into the book?
I think halfway. We're halfway through my notes.
Oh,
I hope that
boy.
excites you.
Buckle up, boys and girls.
Evan gets beat up now by the Bamer twins just outside of Andy's house.
What, again?
Well, he doesn't get beat up before. The dog saves him.
Okay, this is where he gets beat up.
This time he's got no Andy to come to his rescue, no Trigger to come to his rescue. He gets beat up. He gets punched in the stomach, punched in the face, and then continuously punched until he falls unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, I thought that was real rough.
That's the scariest part of this book, actually. Yeah. And then these guys run away.
Yeah, because
they're like, well, we killed him. We just killed a kid.
They're like, oh shit, not again. Mom, Dad, we gotta move town again.
So he wakes up now with Andy helping him to his feet, and they scoop up the spilt monster blood, and he runs home. Later on, Catherine barely even makes mention about this swollen face.
She, you know how many fucks she gives?
None.
Absolutely none.
She
it is a
care.
big old goose egg.
Yeah. She's like, good.
Zero.
You know what? You little ruffian. You probably deserved it. Your father liked picking on people too, and it got him beat up.
You little shit.
Yeah. And then they eat the rest of their meal together in silence.
Well, it's not like she can hear anything anyway. It's always silent to her.
No, and this is pretty depressing. Evan is just sitting there eating this meal in silence with his aunt who doesn't care about him, thinking about his monster blood problem and wishing that he could just pass this off to an adult. It would be so much easier, but that there isn't anyone he can turn to, so he has to figure this out for himself. He pours the monster blood into an old bathtub in the basement, but is startled by Sarah Beth and falls in. We spend a whole chapter while he struggles to get out of the bathtub.
Which reminds me of that scene in Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah?
You're familiar with the film?
Yes, I am aware of its existence.
Okay, well, there's a part where there's a bathtub and it starts filling with the pink slime.
Oh, okay.
And then it just like...
Oh, yeah, that's got to be what it's like. Yeah. Does it kill somebody?
It comes close.
Comes real close to killing Evan.
Yeah.
So we spend a whole chapter with it.
Well, to be fair, the chapter's like half a page long.
Yes, to be fair, but also I just want to say we spend a whole chapter of essentially Evan getting out of the tub.
Hey, it takes a while on good days sometimes.
As you get older, kids, you will realize that it's not easy to get up.
You need a good handlebar.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm 80.
Those handlebars are real nice, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Go to my grandparents and you get up using those bars, and you're like, why doesn't everyone have this?
Yeah. It's so easy.
It takes like 75 years to learn that this is a great thing to have. Mm-hmm. He manages to get out of the tub, though, and sees that Sarah Beth has just been watching with a look of supreme satisfaction on her dark feline face, Stein writes.
But it's a cat. I don't understand.
I don't get it. I actually did not get it. Evan is pretty desperate. And the next morning, he actually writes a note to his aunt saying, I have a problem, all in caps. I need your help, all in caps. The bathtub downstairs is overflowing with green monster blood, and I can't stop it. That's it.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing to write.
It doesn't explain the situation very well.
Nothing.
It doesn't give you any
It
backstory.
makes you sound like a dumb little kid making shit up.
Yeah, it makes you sound like a 12-year-old, Evan. Great Aunt Catherine bursts out laughing like an insane old lady before changing tones, grabbing his earlobes, and telling